The boy sat at the back of the classroom. He didn't own a watch, but everyone could hear the ticking.
Alright, you guys. If you want to monetize in 4 months just like I did, then knowledge of AI tools is a must. AI will not only give you an advantage over others and increase the RPM of your videos, but it will also open doors for you to work with successful people and learn even more things, just like I did with Far From Weak. Now, as always, in my previous video, I asked you to vote on what videos you want to learn how to create with AI. And since most of you voted for horror stories, then horror stories it is. But why make them? Well, horror stories combined with AI can give you an RPM up to $11, so when your time to monetize comes, you'll be looking at $10,000 per month. This is because the virality of horror stories is enormous and everlasting. But as with everything worth having in this life, to reach that point will require your personal hard work and consistency. So, since I have been labeled as an AI expert by many of you, and since I haven't seen any other YouTuber with the knowledge to create horror stories with AI at the level and quality I do, I will gladly teach you the way. But remember, a big part of your success depends on your determination. With that said, let's now delve into the steps on how I created the AI horror story video I showed you in the beginning, and how you can replicate my results. Let's start with the basics. The first step is to find horror story scripts. For that, you can simply search on Google or Reddit. The second step is to find a good voiceover. For that, I suggest using 11 Labs and selecting someone who fits the horror story narration. If you want the exact voice I used, simply go to 11 Labs and from the voices library, search for the one named Kiana Cook. To make her voice sound professional as if it were recorded in a studio like I did in my horror story, stick to the end of the video, where I will demonstrate how to do that as well. Now, the third step is creating a talking AI avatar to act as our narrator. I personally chose a goth girl because it seemed to be a perfect fit for this purpose. If you agree with my choice and would like to create a similar one, visit the website called Ideogram. Once there, prompt for a goth girl wearing a mini skirt and fishnets. In the filters below, select the illustration with a 9:16 aspect ratio, generate a few times until you find something you like, and then download it. After downloading the image you liked, visit the website called remove.bg and remove the background from your picture. Then, go to the color tab and choose the green color. You will understand later why we had to do this. After that, simply press the download HD option. You will have 1 free credit per email. Emphasis on the per email part. The next step is to go to this site called replicate/lucataco/sadtalker and upload the image you downloaded earlier of the gothic girl with the green background. Scroll down a bit, and in the audio tab, upload the voiceover script from 11 Labs. Now, Replicate is a lip-sync site that will turn our image into a talking avatar, so after you upload the files, don't change anything else here, just scroll down and press the run button. The process will take around 5 minutes, so I will see you then. The result is ready, so let's see it.
Sat at the back of the classroom. He didn't own a watch, but everyone could hear the ticking.
As you can tell, it looks and sounds perfect, so for now, just download it. Now, to generate the image scenes, I once again went to Ideogram. Keep in mind that with the same prompt I used, since this is AI, we will never get the same scene results. However, if you want to create something similar to mine, here are the prompts I used, this time with an aspect ratio of 16:9 and with the illustration filter on. To animate the pictures into video scenes, I need you to go to this site called Gen2 by Runway and sign in with an email. Once you get in, on the left side, click the Generate Videos button. After that, click on the Text Image to Video option. Then, upload your picture here and prompt for the animation you want to see. Remember, for best results, you have to try a couple of times. But for now, let's see the example animation I generated here. As you can see, the result looks great. But we have this problem here. If you watched my previous video, you already know how to get rid of that. But if you haven't watched it, then now is your time to do so. With that said, let me show you the prompts I used for the animations now. All right, on to the final step now on how I edited the entire horror story inside Capcut. So, first of all, I have the goth narrator here that we previously lip-synced and replicate. To give her even more movement, I added the effect called Play Pendulum with these values. You can find this effect by pressing the effect button here, and from the categories, go to the one called Nightclub, where you will find it. To remove the green screen background from our narrator, simply click on it and on the top right corner, press the cutout button, click on the color picker, and select the green color from the background with these values. To make the voiceover sound like it is recorded in a studio, as I did, just click on the narrator once again, and in the top right corner, click the audio button, then voice changer, and from the voice filters, choose Mic Hog with these values. Now for the video transitions, I used 3. The first one is called Infinite, and you can search for it in the transitions category. The second one is called Electric Light 2, and the third one is called Flare. Now with all of these CapCut updates, some transitions or effects might not be there for you, depending on the version you have, so feel free to experiment. In the last scene, you will notice that the goth girl transforms into a devil. To do that, I just used the static picture of the girl, removed the green background as I showed you, added the Play Pendulum effect I showed you earlier, and from the body effects category, I used the one called Red Devil. Lastly, for the sounds, I used 3, and they are all from Pixabay Sounds. The music is called Ghosts on Film. The sound of the bomb is called Bomb Countdown Beeps, and the explosion is called HQ Explosion. So, that's pretty much all you have to do to create a professional-looking horror story video with AI completely for free and start growing a successful YouTube channel. The sad part is that most of our brothers don't understand the value of learning new things, even though what you learned here today can be applied to different niches as well. And imagine that this comes from someone who has already succeeded in monetizing on YouTube in 4 months with limited time while working 2 other jobs. What I mean is, I already know from my channel analytics that 70% of our brothers will fail to take action due to their limited attention span. They can doom scroll on TikTok for hours, but they can't watch a video that is less than 10 minutes long to the end, filled with free knowledge that could open new doors for them and pave their way to success. That's probably good news and less competition for the remaining 30% of you with the determination to succeed. So to you, my brothers, I can't wait to see you at the top. I thank you for watching and see you in the next video.